a shadow of violence, the Pahalgam attack and its repercussions. The serene landscape of Pahalgam, Kashmir was shattered on April 22, 2025. Gunmen stormed through the popular tourist destination, leaving a trail of carnage in their wake. 26 lives were tragically cut short. This act of terror sent shockwaves through the region and beyond. India was quick to point the finger at Pakistan. India's accusations were met with vehement denials from Pakistan. The international community watched with bated breath, fearing a dangerous escalation. The attack in Pahalgam cast a long shadow over the already fragile relationship between India and Pakistan. It served as a stark reminder of the deep-seated tensions that continue to plague the region. The attack in Pahalgam was not an isolated incident. It was a grim echo of previous attacks that had fueled the cycle of violence and mistrust between the two nuclear-armed neighbors. The echoes of this violence reverberate far beyond the borders of India and Pakistan. The international community grapples with the challenge of fostering stability in a region teetering on the brink. The path to peace remains elusive, obscured by the shadow of violence that continues to haunt the region. The need for dialogue and de-escalation is more pressing than ever. Severed ties, the immediate impact on diplomacy and trade. The attack in Pahalgam had immediate and far-reaching consequences for India-Pakistan relations. India wasted no time in taking swift and decisive action. India announced the suspension of its participation in the Indus River Water-Sharing Agreement, a vital lifeline for both nations. This move was seen as a clear signal of India's displeasure and a way to exert pressure on Pakistan. Furthermore, India downgraded its diplomatic presence in Pakistan, recalling its High Commissioner and reducing the size of its embassy staff. Trade relations, already strained, were dealt a severe blow. India suspended all trade with Pakistan, including the movement of goods through the Wagah-Atari border crossing, the most important trade route between the two countries. This decision had a ripple effect on businesses and economies on both sides of the border. The closure of the Wagah-Atari border crossing brought cross-border trade to a grinding halt. Traders and businesses were left reeling from the sudden disruption. The flow of essential goods, including food supplies and medicines, was severely hampered. The attack in Pahalgam served as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of diplomacy, trade and security in the region. I bet you didn't know the extent of unofficial trade between India and Pakistan. Despite the suspension of official trade relations, a vast and intricate network of unofficial trade continues to flourish between India and Pakistan. This informal economy, estimated to be worth billions of dollars, operates beneath the radar of official channels. Goods find their way across the porous borders through a complex web of middlemen, smugglers and informal traders. These clandestine routes often involve rerouting goods through third countries such as Dubai, Colombo and Singapore. Products are relabeled, repackaged and re-exported, concealing their true origin. This shadow economy thrives on the demand for Indian goods in Pakistan, particularly in sectors such as pharmaceuticals, textiles and consumer goods. Unofficial trade persists despite the best efforts of authorities to crack down on smuggling and illegal trade. The allure of profit and the demand for goods on both sides of the border create a powerful incentive for traders to circumvent official restrictions. The persistence of unofficial trade highlights the limitations of using trade as a tool of diplomacy. It underscores the deep-rooted economic ties that bind these two nations, even in the face of political tensions. The flow of goods across borders, both official and unofficial, reflects the complex tapestry of relations between India and Pakistan. A tangled history navigating the future of India-Pakistan relations. The recent escalation in tensions between India and Pakistan is the latest chapter in a long and tumultuous history. Since gaining independence in 1947, the two nations have been locked in a bitter rivalry. The partition itself was a bloody affair, leaving a legacy of pain, displacement and mistrust. The two countries have fought 3 major wars and countless skirmishes, primarily over the disputed territory of Kashmir. The Kashmir conflict lies at the heart of the India-Pakistan rivalry. Both countries claim the region in its entirety but control only parts of it. The line of control, a de facto border, divides the region, but it has been a constant flashpoint for violence and unrest. The international community has long recognized the need for a peaceful resolution to the Kashmir conflict. The United Nations has called for dialogue and a negotiated settlement, but progress has been elusive. The future of India-Pakistan relations remains uncertain. The path to peace is fraught with challenges, but it is not insurmountable. Dialogue, diplomacy, and a commitment to de-escalation are essential for building a more peaceful and prosperous future for both nations and for the wider region.